Anjana, otherwise known as Jurassic Girl, and joining me here today is...
Sarita, as known as Mini Jurassic Girl.
And we're going to show you how to make the Jurassic Coast out of Play-Doh. So did you know that the Jurassic Coast was made of rocks that were deposited across 3 geological periods? The Triassic, the Jurassic and the Cretaceous. Triassic rocks first. They were forming 250 million years ago in dry desert landscapes. What is it that you think about when you think of deserts, Sarita?
That the deserts are sandy, the hills are made of sand.
That's right, they're called sand dunes, aren't they? Now, at the end of the Triassic, this was around about 200 million years ago, and actually sea levels started to rise. Now we had Jurassic rocks being deposited onto the Triassic rocks. Could you do that for me? Could you put that rock layer on top? What's really special, Sarita, about the rocks at Lyme Regis? What are they full of?
They are full of fossils.
Yeah, they are. And what kind of sea creatures used to live at that time?
Belemnites, ammonites and ichthyosaurs.
That's right, and we see the fossils in those rocks. At 145 million years ago, this marked the start of the Cretaceous Period, where sea levels actually started to fall, and the landscape was dominated by jungles and swamps and dinosaur-infested forests. I mean, I love a good dinosaur, don't you?
Yes, me too, I love them.
And the rocks were actually deposited on top of the Jurassic clays and shales. Do you want to just do that for me? Now, one of the rocks that's really famous in the Cretaceous is a rock called chalk. Can you describe that to us, Rita?
Chalk is powdery, white, and it goes all over your hands.
It does, doesn't it? The Jurassic Coast is special because as you move from the west of the coast towards the east, that's 95 miles of coastline, the rocks actually get younger. It's all to do with tectonic forces. The rocks, and Sarita's going to demonstrate here, were tilted towards the east. Do you want to do that with our model? Just tilt it over like that. The uplifted rocks on the Jurassic Coast were subject to erosion.
Erosion is when the wind and water wear away the rocks.
So here's our agent of erosion. Here you go, hold it. Now what I'd like you to do is slice off the top layer of these rocks. So what's happened is that we've created an erosional surface on the Jurassic Coast, like that. And more rocks were deposited on top. These were the later Cretaceous rocks. And now, hopefully, what you can see, if you hold it, Sarita, I can point out, you can see a brilliant model of the Jurassic Coast. We've got our Triassic rocks there, dipping towards the east, our Jurassic rocks in the middle, the blue ones, and the Cretaceous rocks here. And on top, we've got more Cretaceous rocks deposited. And that is how the Jurassic Coast formed.